It, and I don't think so. I don't think we can discuss about LLMs without mentioning vector search. I think it's now a buzzword, and
Yeah, yeah, you need to have a vector search in 2024. Yeah, otherwise you are completely has been for sure. Um, so yeah, the new thing is the vector search is now available as fully managed using the serverless embedding endpoints. So in the current version of the demo, for example, that we have, the LLMs, the embeddings are built manually. So you have to call the API to build the embeddings, but you don't have to do it anymore. So you have three types of embeddings now that you can create. So three type of indexes. So the first one is fully managed. We just say, hey, use these endpoints, and the engine is going to be in charge of computing the embeddings for you. So that's the new fully managed version, which is available. The second version is the version that we have on the demo currently, and you have to compute yourself the embeddings. You save the embeddings in the delta table, and that's what you use to query. And the last option is like a fully self-managed index. So you don't even have a delta table. You just call the API to save and retrieve the embeddings, which is super powerful if you want to do real-time updates. So it's really nice.
And I also
Yeah.
thought about like different usage of vector search. So, for example, a lot of companies are utilizing like OpenSearch or Elasticsearch, and in fact, it's like a Databricks product which can be also used for the same purpose because also now is like serverless function serving. So once it will be possible to connect it to vector search, you could just make like serverless endpoint when any your application, external application can query your data.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's right. I think Databricks is moving a bit toward the super low latency use cases,
Mhm.
and vector search, like the similarity search we have with the vector search implementation, is one step toward this direction. And there is also the new how is it called?
Online
When we say
tables,
the
future
new
set.
online tables. Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
online.
We will discuss it. Yes. So
Yeah, but behind scene,
Yep.
behind scene for LM, it's for the vector search is it's an online table because behind scene it's the delta live tables that it's kind of being updated by computing what do you have in the original source, and then it's a DLT that's gonna update and insert this data in this vector search.
Yeah, that's what happening. So you save everything to one delta live table, and then you trigger a DLT pipeline, which is going to consume all the new changes from the delta table and save everything back to a real-time index that you can use to run your similarity search. But that's only if you choose to run it like that. You can also remove all the DLT pipeline. You can remove the DLT table and just hit the real-time API, and you don't even have to, get the data to a delta table if you don't want. So which is closer to the open, like for example, Elasticsearch kind of use case.
Yeah, and I think for my first use case I did on this vector search was to create a volume. I stole some PDF from the books I get, latest book, that Databricks is releasing, and I used some length chain. I used length chain to read those PDF, then store, of course, clean those PDF, and then store them in a delta table, and then I call the vector search. Then I run the vector search, and then I use the similarity search. But of course, everything is how to use the right chunking, and I think, this is a very, very important step that people don't need to be sure, like, to choose the right chunking, because this will impact the result they're gonna have at the end.